Hi there, Jenny Stevens, welcome. I want to talk today about, I want to kind of question you do you have the X Factor? You might be thinking, what on earth are you talking about? And I'm absolutely covered in paint. I've been painting the kitchen. We had it plastered recently, so I've painted the kitchen today. So look, I am literally splattered to hell with paint. But hey, I've been sat here just taking a break, having a cup of tea, and I'm watching the X Factor. I love the X Factor. I love singing, and I'm watching the X Factor here. It's in the UK, so it's in the boot camp stages. So who here loves watching the X Factor? I know they have it in different countries now, but so just let me know. Kind of pop your name in the comments below if you're coming in live, or if you're watching the replay. Just type in replay, but let me know where you're watching from. Just so I can say hi, and I'll make sure I go back and say hello to any replay watchers and say hello to you too. But yeah, let me know, do you watch the X Factor? It's something that I love. I love the X Factor. I did actually audition years ago, probably about 11 years ago. But I'm sat here watching it, and I actually got a bit choked up, and I just started thinking about all of these people that are going onto the X Factor, and you know, it's in the stage where they're having to sing in front of loads of people at Wembley Stadium and be told if they've gone through to, you know, the next stage. And Simon Cowell, good old Simon Cowell, but you know, he's saying to people, you know, some people, you're just not ready. And I sat there and just thought, do you know what, this is really how sometimes we can feel in our business. It's, you know, when you're going for gold, you know, these people are going for X Factor so they can get on telly, hopefully get a win and get a record deal, become famous and do what they love every single day. And it's the same as when you're working your ass off in your business, you know, you're going for gold, whatever your goal is, whether it's to quit your job, whether it's to make 6 figures, 7 figures, you know, say be a millionaire, have the dream house, whatever your dream is. But you start somewhere, don't you? You made that decision, whether it's to join your network marketing company, which is a really easy way to get started. It's very low cost, isn't it, for most network marketing companies? But sometimes you can feel like you're just not getting anywhere. So who feels like that? Who can relate to that? Sometimes, you know, you're working and sometimes you just think, am I ever going to get there? You know, and these people do the same. These singers, they go out busking, they're singing in pubs and clubs and hotels and stuff to get the experience, to, you know, just work their way towards their goal. But, you know, when you have somebody sort of say to you, you're just not ready, it's hard, or it's not your time. And that's what got me a bit choked up, because, you know, everybody goes through shit times in their life. Everybody goes through, you know, difficult times, and I'm going to try not to cry, probably. But sometimes in life, we realise that maybe the time isn't now. The time isn't right for something that we're looking for, you know, and as you can tell, the fact I'm getting emotional, I've had those times. You know, in the last few years, I've had a lot of those times where I have to, you know, when something bad happened and something hasn't happened the way I thought it was going to. And that's what made me think about this, is when, you know, being told, okay, it's not your time. So what do if the time isn't right for, you know, maybe you didn't hit a promotion, maybe you didn't quite hit a goal that you wanted to, maybe that person didn't join your team, maybe, I don't know, you felt like you weren't ready to push yourself to do something. I'm trying to think of examples, but sometimes the time's just not right. So what do you do in those instances when, you know, and if it's personal life, you know, what I found is when I've gone through these tough times and I realised that it's just not meant to be right now, you know, as hard as it is, and as hard as you don't always realise it at the time, and you don't always look at the good, you sort of think, why now, why am I getting what I want? But sometimes you have to, afterwards, once you've kind of got over that dark place, you come out the other end, and sometimes you realize that maybe your time wasn't then, and you had to go through something. You had to go through that dark time, to go through that struggle to get somewhere else. I am the person I am today because of all the struggles I've gone through in my personal life. I wouldn't be this strong woman who I am now. I wouldn't be this fierce person who I am now. And I certainly wouldn't be running a business that I am now had I not have gone through what I've gone through the last, well, what I've gone through, that's another story. But, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing what I am now if it wasn't for that. Now, it's difficult sometimes to sort of say to yourself, okay, maybe I had to go through that to get to where I am now. Or maybe I'm still not where I am now, but I do understand. I'm a lot more self-aware now in terms of knowing I can see, I appreciate sometimes that, I kind of like to believe that things happen for a reason. So if you're not ready and, you've not hit that goal, or something's not quite happened the way you wanted it to, maybe that was just the journey that you had to go on. Maybe you had to take this longer journey to experience the things that you have. So I'm hoping this is relating to some of you, and I say I'm getting a bit deep and meaningful with you today. But so kind of think about, what can you do? What do these people do? So the people that go on X Factor, what do these people do when they're turned away and they said you're not good enough right now? They said, you're not ready. Especially these little youngsters, these like 16-year-olds who are coming to audition fresh out of school or something, and they've been told they're not ready, and they're gutted and they're devastated and they go off crying their eyes out, but then they'll come back a year or two later absolutely fighting. So what do they do in the meantime, and what can you do for your business to make you come back fighting, to make you never give up? So the first thing, it's that never give up. Never ever give up. If you are that serious about achieving that dream, hitting that goal, making that new life for yourself that you are on, never give up. That's number one. Number two is you need to then learn, okay, so what is it that I need to maybe learn or get more practice or experience in to help get me there? So obviously for singers, they need to practice more. Maybe they need to get a vocal coach. Maybe they need to practice, actually start doing some gigs in pubs and clubs and whatever to get the experience. So think about that for your business. What can you do for your business? So I want you to have a think about that, and drop some things in the comments below if you think of things. So, for me, I got mentorship. I obviously started, and we all start at the beginning. We all start not knowing what we know now. And, sometimes you read a book and you learn something. You watch a webinar, you learn something. You watch somebody's Facebook Live, you learn something. And that's more than what you knew yesterday. Get mentorship. Hire a coach who can teach you things that are going to help you get there. But no matter how much you know or how much you learn, unless you're then going to take that learnings and action it, that's where that's the difference. It's just constantly doing. Learn and do. And then the third one is teach. I like to learn, do, and teach. So everything I learn, still lots that I haven't taught yet, but I know a lot, and I have always struggled to sort of try and get out as much as what I know and what I learn in terms of action, teaching others, but I'm working on it. So, but it's about just consistency, taking action, never give up, and just understanding that your journey is your own. Somebody else, they might come in, like in this X Factor, example that I'm giving today, they might come in at 16, nail their audition, get straight through, go through and maybe get on those live shows and potentially win the X Factor show. Other people, they might not have been ready. They might take another couple of years out to really hone in their skills, really get good and come back and kind of give a bit of a, up yours to those people that said you weren't, maybe you weren't good enough or maybe it wasn't your time, and come back and wow them. Those are those people that I've got so much more admiration for, because they went away, they took the constructive criticism, they took the feedback, they went and learnt, they went and did it, they didn't give up, they didn't say, oh my God, it is over. And they came back fighting. And that's what I want you to do in your business, So if something's not working, okay, just take it. And I've said this before in terms of failure. I hate that feeling of failure. But now I look at things so much differently. And it was from, I can't remember who exactly it was. I think it was a guy called Vitali, who is a copywriting mentor of mine. And I'm sure it was him that said, failure, it's not failing, it's that you just don't know enough yet. It's the same with your business. If you think, oh my God, I could never run paid ads, or I could never do blogging, I wouldn't have a clue where to start, or I couldn't do email marketing, or I couldn't do, prospecting online, whatever your thing is that you think, oh my God, I could never do that. We all tell ourselves that. If you just said to me but if you just said to me 3 years ago, I joined my network marketing company, which I'm not really doing anymore, nearly 3 years ago in a few weeks. So if you just said to me 3 years ago that you'd be running your own online marketing business, you're now coaching other people how to do it and getting paid to do so, and you've now quit your job, I'd have just laughed in your face. The things that I'm doing now, obviously I didn't know how to do 3 years ago, but I started learning, and I knew the type of business that I wanted, what suited me and my personality, and then I had to learn all the different steps it took, and I got mentorship, and they said, right, well, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Here's let's step one of how to do first thing of number one. It's all steps. So, obviously, we can all win in life. We can all win in entrepreneurship, but those real special people, those absolute top gurus, they never gave up. You've got to believe in yourself, believe that you can do it, and be resourceful. Find resources that can help you get there. If you don't know how to do something, we'll find somebody that does and that can help you. My coaching business is very new still. There's lots to come, but I know that I can help people do what they're doing. I've got my own mentors that have taught me so much over the last 2 years. And it's the best decision I ever made, was to actually hire help to help teach me what I can do. And now, it was just under 2 years later, I was able to quit my job. That to me, that's me getting through on the X Factor. So so don't feel like you're not good enough. Don't feel like maybe it's just that your time isn't right now to get the absolute dream, but it takes time. Go and get feedback, learn, figure out what can you do today that can get you a step closer. What skills do you need to hone in on more? I knew that I was crap at prospecting. Wasn't my thing. Hated it. Hated the whole 100 list. Hated messaging people, trying to talk about my business. I hated it. And that's why my team didn't grow, and eventually my team started dwindling away, and I was left with one person because I was crap at recruiting. I was crap at prospecting. But I learnt a way how then I get prospects coming to me every single day. And I don't have to go out and make that list. I don't have to go out and message all those people. So I had to find a way that suited me and learn the skills that it takes. So, So I hope that's helped anyway. It's, We're all on our own journey. As I say, don't compare yourself to other people's journeys. You don't know what they've gone through to get where they are now. You don't know how long before maybe they got success did they struggle. They probably struggled for years before they, got that help, and maybe they got that thing that got them there. You don't know what people have gone through, and what different stages. It's like, what's that saying? It's like, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle or end. You're on your own journey. We're all different, but just say, don't take your eye off that prize. Don't ever give up. You've got to believe in yourself and just be consistent. Keep going and get the help from people that can help you get there. So that was my little pep talk today. I thought I would just pop on. I would say I'm watching the show, and I just thought, do you know what? That's so true. And make your time your own when you're ready. So anyway, I've got to go and pick my husband up. We can finish painting. So anyway, have a fantastic rest of the weekend, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.